Good morning, everyone. Yes, it is Shay's Creations here again. And I have to tell you something, and please get your tissues because you may start crying. I'm not going to cry because I'm wearing my big girl panties today. Trust and believe. Anyway, today is the day that I had to decide that my coffee maker is leaving the home. I put in a lot of work making my little coffee station, but I'm not going to worry about all of that. That is just water under the bridge, if that's how you say it. Anyway, quite some time ago, I began suffering with terrible migraines. I started having issues in my head. I started seeing like different blotches and all these things in front of my eyes, my anxiety, my crying. I thought it was like this. I thought it was everything. And I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. So then I started putting in my symptoms and everything, and come to find out, I have what is called caffeine sensitivity. It gives migraines, it gives anxiety, it gives shaking, and I had it all. I mean, I would be like surprised if someone on this video didn't say that they noticed this, or this, during the time that I was recording some of my videos. Oh, I think it looks a little dark in here. I have two lights in here. Oh, that's a little better. Looks a little dark. So I today I decided. Oh, this thing is so dark. Today I decided that I was going to clean my coffee maker. I have a Mr. Coffee drip, so I do have a good coffee maker. And of course, I'm not going to just take it and throw it into the hallway or something like that. So I went through here and collected all of the containers of coffee that I have that is not open. And I think I have about 8. So we already know how much coffee creamer I have in here. So I thought my issue was my addiction to the coffee creamer, but it wasn't the coffee creamer that I was actually having an issue with. It was actually the coffee. And the reason why it was actually the coffee is because I take ashwagandha, I take sea moss, I take it all. But the ashwagandha and the L-leotine, I think, those are counteractive when you have caffeine as well. It's basically you need to have one or the other. And since I have reduced my fibromyalgia pain, my gout pain, all of those, my bipolar, everything with the ashwagandha, sea moss, and the lilitine, or whatever how you pronounce it, I have to give up the coffee. Not only am I going to give up the coffee, I'm giving up my Splenda. I don't know what I use Splenda for outside of my coffee, but for right now, in order for me to put me first and take care of myself to do what I have to do for me, I'm getting rid of the coffee maker, the coffee creamer, and my Splenda. I am I am pretty sure I'm not going to like hit a downward spiral because I already started working on adjusting the way I eat and everything. Now I'm not eating like the number one healthy whole foods and all that. I don't have the capacity to do that. I don't have the mental mind state to work on something like that. I am, however, hopefully going to figure out ways to continue to do what I need to do for myself. My biggest worry right now is possibly losing weight to have hanging skin. That may sound I don't know what it may sound like to other people, but I care a lot about how I feel within myself. I know I don't want to take off my clothes and see hanging skin, but when you give up sugar and you give up a lot of things like that, and then you already are eating right and stuff, sometimes you lose a little bit of weight. Sometimes you lose it a little too fast where your skin doesn't have a chance to catch up with, the loss, the calories, whatever. So I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, other than the fact that I'm in here working out, I'm doing my little weights and stuff. But I think I'm gonna have to go back to the gym, maybe just for the summertime, and get on the weight machines and do that. I'm kind of thinking, do I have room for a treadmill if I want to? My knees are better, but my gout is definitely a problem, and my gout is only a problem because of the amount of meat, beef that I'm eating. But I'm eating the beef because I'm trying to get away from what I'm actually making today, which is my pasta. I need some pasta today, boys and girls. So either that or some meatballs. But anyway, today was the first day that I used my Weilers to make me some lemonade. Now I'm enjoying this lemonade, but I already had a picture of iced tea, completely not realizing that tea has caffeine in it. I had completely. This is why I'm like, I was killing myself for years. For years, at one point, I couldn't get away from Crystal Light. And then I went from Crystal Light to Walmart's version, but it's all the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't know. So knowledge is key. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm thankful that no matter what my situation is, I don't have a problem trying to learn something. And me and ChatGPT are best friends, boys and girls. So I'm trying to drink more water. Yesterday, I filled up my bottle. My bottle went from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and that is all the water I was able to drink. I couldn't even drink the rest of the water. I tried. So now I have my ice water here and my lemonade here. And what I do is just put it in the freezer and I sip from this and sip from this, throughout the day. And the blessing was when I found out that you lose more weight faster with ice water than you do from room temperature water. That was a plus because I can drink plain water better if it's frozen, if it's ice cold. So today I'm going to make my bottle. I'm going to put it in the freezer like I did yesterday, and hopefully I can, generate some time to just keep sipping and sipping and sipping. But I think for me, because I contemplated if I should keep the coffee maker, because I have people that frequent here, very, very rare, but at times I have, a person or two that might drink coffee. Then I said to myself, I should just keep the coffee maker because, XYZ may want a cup of coffee or she may want it. But I said to myself, who am I supposed to be concerned about at this point? Is it leaving the coffee maker for possibly someone else that may want coffee, and then I may get into where I need a sweet and I want a dessert cup of coffee? Because I don't drink coffee, I drink dessert. And once I realized that, I was able to help myself make a decision that was best for myself. So what I'm actually doing right now is I'm going to remove it because I can't leave it here in kindness for the someone else that may need it, in case I say to myself one day, oh, I'm gonna have a coffee, forgetting what that freaking coffee did to me. When I think of what I went through, when I think of what I went through, the confusion, the confusion alone was just too much. But the part where I almost lost it all and didn't know it was all because of caffeine, that was way more dangerous than I could ever speak in words. It was dangerous where my mind was. And when I tried to tell other people what I was going through, some people just couldn't see me in that type of pain, so they shut down on me. I later understood that it was not in meanness, it was in kindness, because they just couldn't take what they were seeing. And I am thankful for Coral, because there was a time or two that Coral might have said something to me, boys and girls, is it 80 degrees already at 9 a.m.? I'm a freaking boiler right now. This damn hot flash. Oh, hell no. Oh, No way. Woo! Good grief. Mm. Boys and girls. Woo! Damn. God, damn. Woo! Oh, damn. Woo! Gotta close up the windows and stuff. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Woo! I apologize. Golly. It's 9 o'clock already. Freaking hot flashes. I don't. Oh, good grief. I am so sorry. And I don't know if hot flashes are gonna. Oh, this air conditioner feels so good. I am so sick and tired. I hate this time of year. I hate this time of year. Well, anyway, the worst part for me was, like I said, the confusion. I don't understand how you're allowed to sell something on the market that can detrimentally affect someone. Then I have to say to myself, maybe it's my fault because I didn't know that caffeine. I didn't know that I was allergic, not more or less allergic, but had a caffeine sensitivity. I didn't even know if there was a such thing. I went to ChatGPT and I said, "Can you be allergic to caffeine?" And the reason why is because I had a feeling it was the caffeine. So then it says you can be allergic to caffeine, and it's rare, but you can have caffeine sensitivity, which I had already figured out for myself. It has to be the coffee, but it was not just the coffee. I made a picture of green tea that I was able to max out my quantity of water throughout the day because I was drinking green tea. I no longer had the narcolepsy knocking me out and everything. So I'm like, woo, green tea, my best friend. And I'm like, just drinking up the green tea. Then all of a sudden, everything just came out of the woodworks and I'm going bonkers. My head was like, dang. I don't know if I would rather have been a crackhead than to be on damn sensitivity issues with caffeine. That's how bad it was. I wasn't able to function at one point driving and everything. I'm like, and I'm driving and I'm my head is like, I'm telling you, I was way out there. So I noticed that people around me were looking and not saying anything, and when I see those looks I just move and slide, and y'all know I wear them ice skates. Boom, moving away from you because I don't have time for that. I am the type of person that I would prefer you to ask me a question than you to stare at me and whisper behind my back, because asking a simple question can alert me to something that I may not be aware of. That's why I don't like when people feel the need to ask someone else or feel like they don't know me well enough to ask me a question. You could be a plain stranger to me and notice something, and asking me is kinder than wondering or whispering or assuming. You know what I'm saying? So there it go. Now let me get some of this water. Ooh, that water's good. Ooh, I'm gonna max out all my water today. But I believe once I finish with maybe 2 cups of the lemonade, I'm just gonna toss the whole pitcher of lemonade in the sink, and that's gonna be it. All of this this artificial sweetener and stuff, if it does not reduce the amount of sugar that my body be craving, because my sugar cravings have completely did a 360. So I don't have candy in my house. I don't have real sugar in my house, and I don't need that type of stuff. The only thing I can honestly say I needed sugar in was my pasta. And I've made a few dishes of pasta where I didn't put sugar in it. I'm not sure if you noticed it or not, but I didn't notice it myself until I started to acquire the taste of tomato sauce, pasta sauce, without the sugar in it. So I'm able to do it to a certain degree. So today I'm going to make my pasta, and I'm not going to put sugar in it because it's not going to be on my mind to put sugar in it. But I am leaning towards working on not breaking down that the coffee maker is leaving, because I have been attached to coffee for a number of years. But thinking about me drinking about 3 of these a day, sometimes 4, and then all of that coffee creamer, and then maybe an occasional, maybe once or twice a month, I might have had a Kit Kat, just say a Kit Kat. So it is like something I have to work on, and I'm not going to work on it. So maybe I used the wrong word. I'm not actually going to work on it. I'm actually going to do it. I'm not making any excuses. I'm not making any of that. That kind of stuff going to fly right on out the window. I have to do what I have to do for me, because I am the only one here to take care of me. So I'm 55 now. I'll be 56 in September. Boom! I'm not going to sit down and wait until I can't function to turn around and say to somebody else, I need help. I have to take responsibility for myself, because I'm the one that need help. But I'm the one that was in the shower dizzy and lopsided in the head and holding on the bar. I got to the point where I was afraid to take a shower. You know what I'm saying? I would jump in the shower and I would just focus really hard on, at that moment, washing under my arms and between my legs. And I'm talking squabba, squab, squab, because I'm mama like to be clean. But I'm like, I'm not staying in the shower, bop my head. I done fell in that shower twice already. Bust my head up all right here. The last channel I had on YouTube, they saw my little bust. I had big old butt cheek right here. The ambulance man looked at me and when he picked me up, they took me way in the Bronx to a hospital out there. Had me on the machines and stuff all the time, asking me all these questions. I couldn't get no sleep. And matter of fact, when I fell out in the tub, I don't know how my neighbor lucked up and stuck the key in the door to check on me, and I'm in the tub splattered out. And come to find out, I actually fainted twice in the tub that day in the middle of the night. So you got to be careful when you live alone. And even if you don't live alone, you don't want to be a burden to someone else. I'm going to change that. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not going to be a burden to my daughter. That's just the bottom line. My daughter, wants to help me and all this. We work on that. But I'm going to be very minimal in the amount of help that I need, because my daughter's 31 years old. And I am not going to have my daughter removing prospects of her life because she got to take care of me. Now, don't get me wrong. If I have a fibromyalgia issue and my daughter's gonna come help me, I'm going to let my daughter help me, because she's my daughter and she loves me. So, but what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna sit down and just say, eat 50 bags of Kit Kat, knowing that the fibromyalgia pain is gonna kick my ass. Then call my daughter and say, my skin is on fire. No, if I was her, I would leave me right where I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I did that to myself. Sometimes you got to say to yourself, okay, this is not a smart decision, and this is what it's going to do to me, and this is what I don't want it to do to me, so I'm not going to do this. And that's just simple as facts. That's it. You just got to move and shake for yourself. Because in the end, who can you rely on? Sometimes you may want someone to do this or do that, and they got to take care of themselves. They got this appointment, they got to make this, they got to do this, or they just don't want to do it, And it's amazing how many people will make up an excuse for something they just don't feel like doing. Now, for me, I've grown within myself, and I freaking love myself. If I don't want to do it, I'm just going to say, I don't think I'm able to do that at this time, unfortunately, and I apologize. That's it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing a damn thing I don't want to do anymore. You know why? Because that people pleaser in me, it had to go bye-bye. It was going to kill me. It was going to kill me. Even today, someone's coming over my house today. There's a situation where an emergency happened and all this other stuff. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to listen very few into the topic of what the issue was. You want to know why? I have enough of my own to worry about. I don't want to borrow anybody else's problems, and I'm not a saver at this point. And I'm not trying to rescue anybody, because I got to rescue myself. But I'm going to tell you, boys and girls, these last few weeks have been amazing. I woke up this morning. I put my laundry in from yesterday. My laundry is already washed. It's not even 9 8:15 a.m. right now, and my meat is already thawed out that I took out for this morning. My living room is absolutely done. The only thing that's not completely done is my room. Why? Because I know I'm gonna take a nap in about maybe 2 hours. I'm gonna have to take a nap, or even rest, close my eyes or whatever. But yesterday I laid down. I think I woke about 3 something yesterday, and then I laid down about 6 and took an hour nap. I woke up, I think about maybe 10. I was back laying down, but I laid down yesterday for about a good hour with my eyes open, just admiring my peace. So it is amazing how good I feel now that I have been off of the caffeine. What bothers me is the amount of tea that I purchased, not knowing that it was bothering me. So now that I'm thinking about it, the coffee I already took out of cabinets or whatever. I still got about one more in this one to take out. But I gotta take out the tea too. So whoever ends up calling or buzzing or whatever for the coffee maker is taking that blasted tea too. You gotta take it all. You don't want to drop it to somebody else you might know. It's sealed, and you know what I'm saying. It's not open, so it's not like I'm passing. I could drink water so much better when it's ice cold. Mm, mm. But my big bottle of water can't fit in that little freezer. Now, what my project is today, I'm going to move my little freezer from my craft room into my bedroom because when I'm laying down and I want something to drink, it needs to be cold. So I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm looking over there like, where is it going? Because that room is so small. It's so small. But I have to say thank you so much to Coral, because Coral, and I have to say Tina, have alerted me to some things, from time to time, and those are part of the reasons why I love my YouTube channel. Although I kid you not, my YouTube channel is going to the dogs, boys and girls. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it in the least. That is the least of my concerns. I don't earn money from YouTube, and YouTube is not how I have to survive, and I'm going to make sure I figure it out. But I got something to tell you. I have something coming in the mail today. I said the other day, and I was waiting for something. Woo! It is out for delivery, and I am so excited. I shouldn't even be saying anything, because in case it didn't work out, like I might have ordered the wrong size or whatever, but I'm excited. But this morning, I sat down at the computer, and the first thing I saw was a survey. Boom! I think it took me about 20 minutes to earn $5. Then I hear a little poop on the computer. Poop, computer, poop. I got 59 cents, I got 10 cents, I got 10 cents. Boys and girls, I don't care what you say about anything. Earning your money with your hands is a freaking blessing, boys and girls. It's a blessing, and I honor 10 cents just like I honor a whole dollar bill. Yesterday, I was in the room cleaning up, and I found a Christmas thing that I had packed up, whatever. I'm like, oh, I was supposed to give this to somebody. It was just a kindness gift. That's all it was. It had a candy cane in it. It had a pair of earrings in it. It had a bookmark in it. It had a lip gloss in it. Lip gloss, not lip gloss, and a dollar bill. So I'm opening and I open it up, and woo! There goes the dollar bill. So I ended with another dollar. So that's good. Another thing, now that it's on my mind, I feel bad that I went from my health to something else, but that's how my mind works. I do have a health issue, and I'm not making excuses, but it is what it is. I've decided what I'm giving for Christmas this year, because anytime June is here, you already know I have to figure out what my Christmas is going to be. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but everybody who's local, because I can't mail stuff like that. Post office is just too expensive. I packed something in here for Coral yesterday, but I actually went to the post office about a month ago to pack something that I packed for Coral. I got to the post office and it was 20 or $22. Now Cora doesn't know, and she doesn't watch long videos, and this video is 25 minutes, so this part of the video she's never going to find out about because she's not watching past 25. But anyway, I get to the post office and it was either $20 or $23. But what was in the box, Cora wouldn't have been happy if I would have shipped that to her and paid $23 for it. She wouldn't have been happy. Why? Because she's also responsible with money and she wouldn't waste it. So I said I have to figure out how to get it to her without paying that larger price. So I'm gonna. I packed another one yesterday with it. But sometimes you have to say to yourself, maybe this is not the way I'm supposed to go. So now Beverly, am I saying her name right? Hold on, Beverly. I hope you're watching this video. I am such a fan of doing things with my thing. Now I have this pillowcase that I put with my face on it. I'm gonna make a few of them, but they cut off Shay's Creations on the top. But of course, I'm not loving myself enough to. I don't know if I could possibly make a tote bag out of this. But anyway, I'm gonna try to order some more of these bags if I can. And the reason why is because I know Beverly would love a bag like this. She has loved my channel for so long, and I would like to send Beverly one of these type of bags. But I've decided something else. Whatever I can possibly give for Christmas to anyone is going to be ordered and shipped directly to their house. That way it will allow me to order sometimes my neck. That way it would allow me to order what I want to order and ship it to their house. So the only thing is, I ordered this bag from Temu, or this bag from Temu. So for me, Temu has a limit that the item has to be $20. Everybody who watches my channel is worth $20. So if I had someone's address and I was going to ship them something, and it was just say going to come from Walmart, TJ Maxx, wherever, and I could ship it, I'm shipping it straight to their house. So Tina, yes, your Christmas gift is going to your house. Why? Because I have your address. Coral, you already know, and I already have a feeling what I'm gonna send you. So don't come around here talking about now send me nothing. I'm not trying to hear it. Beverly, you already know I'm ordering you something to your house, and hopefully I can do it. One thing I don't do, I don't make promises, because I don't like people making promises to me. If you tell me you're going to do something, you're going to do it. So I've decided I want to do piggy banks for Christmas. But those piggy banks have to have something in them. That is not going to be spoken about absolutely at all. And right now, at this point in time, I got a little plan of action that's going to help me get it. I just got to figure out how many people are getting piggy banks. Now, so far I have 5 piggy banks. I would love to do something with my hands for Christmas when it comes to the piggy bank. So I don't know. Now, what I was thinking was the coffee creamer containers. I was going to keep those, and I was going to like possibly decoupage those, but they're full of coffee creamer. And if I'm getting rid of the coffee creamer, I don't want to take the coffee creamer out and give it to someone like that. So just say someone comes and I can ask them if they would not mind putting the coffee creamer in a Ziploc bag so that I could keep the bottles. I would do that, but it would have to be in front of the person who's taking the coffee creamer so that they know it came from the container straight into that bag, so they will feel safe having it once they leave my home. I don't play with safety issues with food for no one. I'm just not that person. I'm not cooking and having my hand all in nothing and tasting it and dropping a spoon back. I don't play games. My food, you eat, you're safe. You know what I'm saying? And I made meatloaf the other day, and my sister said it was so good. I'm like, yes, girl, I know it was. But my turkey wings are gonna be a hit. I think today I'm going to get turkey wings. I really think I am. So anyway, this video is 30 minutes and 18 seconds, and I think I have made my point to let you know what is going on in my life and how things are going. I hope you have a wonderful day. I am freezing right now, but it doesn't matter. This fan is going on, that fan is going on, all the windows are going to go closed, because yesterday I had the air conditioner on, and I had to call the landlord and have them turn that heat off. It is May, soon reach June, and we have heat on? No, I said no. The lady said if they turn off your heat, they have to turn off everybody's heat. I said you have no reason to have no heat on in May when I have my air conditioner on. Boys, girls, turn that mess off. Anyway, they turned it off, so I'm thankful. So now I get to turn this one on, which is dangerous, because guess what, boys and girls? That air conditioner is a 10,000 BTU air conditioner, so it is gonna kill blows and skirts. Who is this? Huh? Who is this? Morning. Hello.
Yes, how you feeling?
I'm feeling fine.